Come on, let's conquer. Oh, I will conquer. Rise up and conquer. Conquer them. I am a man. I am a champion. I am a warrior. So who are you to tell me that I cannot make? Who are you to tell me that I am not the greatest thing that God ever created?
Yes, indeed, folks. It is Hard Talk. Oops, no, not that one. Got the wrong one there, man.
The strength of the iron, it's in the testing. It's not a loss, it's just a lesson. Be grateful for your blessings. You've been digging deep to find that inner strength. No, it's not the time to give up. No, nah. I'm telling you, nothing they do will never defeat. Where we control your destiny. I'm telling you, take your hand and point it up in the ceiling for me. I feel so irate. Wake up and I'm ready. Must make it ever steady. Setting goals is necessary. Why they hiding? Precious time they wasting like a disease. It starts spreading. No, which if they eyesight. I say, I don't know why. Some will worry about our next man's strive. Try to match up our next man's life. Fix your life. And as soon as I start walking hard, you want to make something must be wrong, you man. I don't come here for that, all you help me. But I'm telling you, nothing they do will never defeat. We control, we do destiny.
Yes, so we've got the live up now. I say we are doing work in studio. Murphy's Law says anything that could go wrong does go wrong sooner or later. Or something like that. Murphy's been spending a lot of time around the studio these last few days.
We fuel by motivation. Keep sending out good signals. Pay attention to your audience. Let your light shine. What's for you will be for you. With the real ones.
Yeah, so we're going to delve into the inbox in a short while. And see what's in the inbox.
So we'll worry about that next man's try. Try to match up our next man's life. Fix your life. And as soon as I start walking hard, you want to make something must be wrong, you man. I don't come here for that, all you help me. But I don't see how I'm telling you. I'm telling you nothing they do will never be.
We know the cruise ship season is about to start.
I'm telling you.
As the temperatures start to get colder in the northern hemisphere. No folks start to head down to the Caribbean. Be they Grenadians who have spent a significant amount of time out there and it's time to come home, or visitors to the Spice Isle. And we're diving into the inbox. We're seeing here that the government of Grenada is considering setting up diplomatic presence in India. Yeah, this was the highlight of discussions between Grenada's Foreign Minister, Honorable Peter David, and India's Foreign Minister, well, I wonder if I should take a crack at attempting to pronounce that name. Subramaniam Jaishankar. Yeah, that's it. Subramaniam Jaishankar, when they met in Delhi recently. Minister David, who returned from his visit to India on Friday and left immediately for the United Nations General Assembly, currently underway in New York, described the visit as fruitful and added that talks were held on increased cooperation between the two countries, particularly in the area of agricultural research. Yeah, India does a lot of work in agricultural research and so, So, yeah, that's a wonderful one. Grenada and India share a long-standing relationship through which the Caribbean island received considerable assistance for infrastructural development and a variety of short-term training courses on information and communications technology. Minister David thanked Minister Jaishankar for his country's long-standing support, adding that he looked forward to greater cooperation between the two countries. The meeting agreed to a visa waiver for holders of official and diplomatic passports and planned to negotiate further similar arrangements for holders of regular passports. So the holders of official passports, diplomatic passports, they will not need visas to enter from India to Grenada, from Grenada to India. Once that agreement is signed, the two foreign ministers also discussed the possibility of Grenada and India signing an extradition treaty, which allows for the extradition of people accused or convicted of crimes listed under the treaty in either one or both states. So you can't run India and hide. And from India, they can't run Grenada and hide. Under Indian law, an extradition request for an accused can be initiated in the case of under investigation, under trial, and convicted criminals. While in India, Minister David also met with potential investors in the education, tourism, and agricultural sectors. He also had the opportunity to visit other cities, including Mumbai, Ahmedabad, and Hyderabad. Hyderabad, yeah. Real testing my tongue this morning, boy. The foreign ministers' meeting served as a precursor to the meeting between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Caribbean leaders, which takes place this week on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. And that meeting did take place. Prime Minister Mitchell and other regional leaders met with Prime Minister Modi. Yeah, that's from in the inbox this morning. What else do we have? Further to that, now with the meeting that took place in the United Nations General Assembly itself, Grenada and Caribbean community member states are to receive $1 million each from India for quick impact community development projects. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered the news to Grenada's Prime Minister Dr. Right Honourable Keith Mitchell and his CARICOM colleagues on Wednesday when he met them on the margins of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. Acknowledging the threat Caribbean islands face due to rising sea levels and increasing intense hurricanes, Prime Minister Modi also announced a line of credit of $150 million for climate change-related projects in CARICOM countries, yeah? It's not a loss, it's just a lesson. He also promised collaboration on disaster-resilient infrastructure to enable the infrastructure in Caribbean countries to better withstand disasters. Let's see, regional leaders attending the 2-hour meeting at the Lot New York Palace all welcomed the announcement of new aid. Dr. Mitchell, who led Grenada's delegation to the meeting, said India is considered a longtime friend and formidable ally in our developmental process. We are immensely grateful for the support provided in the past, and we certainly welcome this new aid. The Grenadian leader echoed the description of India as an international development partner, and he expressed optimism about future relations. Prime Minister Mitchell said, I envision a future of greater trade and investment relations, higher levels of engagement on areas of mutual concern, and most importantly, opportunities for the growth and development of our people. So India reconnecting with Grenada and CARICOM countries in a big way. Yeah, $150 million for climate change-related projects in CARICOM countries. So, for instance, if you want to do a project on the Carriacou, and let's say it costs $25 million, you can write a project to India for out of that $150 million or so. You write a project to them and see if you could secure funding to do that particular project. So now each country would have to identify a project for that $150 million. Yeah, it's not $150 million to each country. Each each country has gotten $1 million for a quick impact community development project. So that $1 million is for a community project by the government of India. It's not just give you $1 million, but it's specified what that $1 million is for. And then all countries, they can dip into that pot of 150 million. So each country could try and secure some money out of that for a project that is specifically related to climate change, mitigating against the effects of climate change or reversing the effects of climate change. Yeah? I know Senator Simon Steele will be very happy. Also in the inbox this morning, the inbox kind of full this morning. In the inbox this morning as well, the Grenada early warning system. Yeah, that's from the Ministry of Education. They've sent out a notice, an advisory in relation to vaping and e-cigarettes. A lot of us don't know what the vaping and e-cigarettes are, and it's a high possibility your child may be using it. Vaping is a method of drug use that has resulted morbidity and mortality cases in the United States. This situation has been referred to by health and political officials as a public health crisis. Yeah. A lot of the young people, they've been vaping. It's a sort of like an electronic cigarette. And they put the different fluids in it and it creates that vapor. They pull on it and it creates that vapor and so on. Yeah, like if they're smoking. But it has been causing. In fact, there was the instance of a young man, a teenager. And by the time he ended up in hospital, his lungs were the lungs of a person who was 70 years old and heavy smoker. That's what this vaping is doing to them. A lot of folks didn't realize the danger, what it was actually doing, but this is what it is doing. Yeah? So the ministry here, they have sent out a notice to all parents, the general public, in relation to vaping itself. So you have to look out for that. It says, what is vaping? Vaping is the act of inhaling and exhaling the aerosol, often referred to as vapor, which is produced by an electronic cigarette, e-cigarette, or similar device. E-cigarettes do not produce tobacco smoke, but rather an aerosol, which is often mistaken for water vapor that actually consists of fine particles. Now some people are asking, what are electronic cigarettes? E-cigarettes are battery-powered smoking devices. They have cartridges filled with a liquid that usually contains nicotine, flavorings, and chemicals. The liquid is heated into a vapor which the person inhales. Hence, using e-cigarettes is called vaping. Let me read it again. E-cigarettes are battery-powered smoking devices. They have cartridges filled with a liquid that usually contains nicotine, that's the same thing in tobacco, flavorings, and chemicals. The liquid is heated into a vapor, then the person inhales. Hence, using e-cigarettes is called vaping. Most e-cigarettes consist of 4 components, including a cartridge or reservoir which holds a liquid solution, e-liquid or e-juice, containing varying amounts of nicotine, flavoring, and other chemicals. A heating element, that's the atomizer. That's what, like in other words, it's like you're boiling water. Well, this boils the vapor. This boils the liquid to make it into a vapor, to make it into like a steam. And a power source, usually a battery. Also has a mouthpiece that the person uses to inhale. Yeah. Other common names for these devices include e-hookahs, hookah pens, e-cigs, vapes, and vape pipes. There are over 460 brands of e-cigarettes. Wow. Yeah, the first commercially successful electronic cigarette was created in Beijing, China by Hon Lik, a 52-year-old pharmacist, inventor, and smoker. They were introduced to Europe in 2006 and the United States in 2007. The first vaping-related pneumonia case was reported in the United States in 2012.
head out. Before we leave here, we have to yell out. I'm telling you, nothing they do will never.
There's a lot of other information here. Needless to say, you should not, as an elder, you should not, and you should be on the lookout to see if your children are using it. The Drug Control Secretariat is monitoring the situation in Grenada in relation to the use of e-cigarettes and vaping. The Drug Control Secretariat recommends that all parties, including health officers, social workers, teachers, law enforcement officers, remain alert and informed regarding the use of e-cigarettes and vaping.
Nothing they do.
And let me add here that it is always important for you to go online, Google e-cigarettes and vaping, and see some of the devices, because right now they have some vaping devices, what the kids are using to smoke, that can fit into a hoodie. So it's like part of the hoodie and the string coming around, and they just pull the string, they take the two pull on it, and they put it back down. And they're hiding it in all sorts of stuff right now. They've got phone cases that have the device built into it. Yeah? So it's important for you to become aware of what the devices look like. So in case you see your child or a young person with one, you can speak to them about it, because it destroys your lungs. Yeah, destroys. Not just affect, it destroys your lungs. As I said, there's one instance I was reading of just last week of a teenager in the United States. And when they did the checkup on him, his lungs were the lungs of a 70-year-old smoker, a person who's 70 years old and been smoking for their life. That is what his lungs were looking like, yeah? There have been deaths in relation to this. There are people that have died through using e-cigarettes, and we're speaking about youngsters here, teenagers and people in their 20s. And do not believe that this is a US something. It is something that is being used here in Grenada as well. I have seen it around. Not by children, but I've seen it around. I think I've even seen them on sale in one place. I won't say where I saw it for sale, because I wouldn't encourage you to buy one. So folks, be on the lookout for the e-cigarettes. Yeah, be on the lookout for e-cigarettes. Nice.
Pay attention to your audience, let your light shine. What's for you will be for you, with the real ones rooting for you. Just let your energy introduce. You know why.
Also, there was a release that came out earlier this month from the Drug Control Secretariat in relation to a drug that's being used right now in Trinidad. They call it the Zessa pill, yeah? It's a pill that party goers are using for them to be able to fet and party and have energy for the whole night. So they ain't sleeping. When they're partying, they're partying. So they call it the Zessa pill. It can kill you. It can increase your heart rate, make you have a heart attack. Because it's basically ecstasy. It's a few different things that they mix together, and in Trinidad they gave it the name the Zessa pill. You have to be very careful. You have to be on the lookout for that as well. Somebody come and give you no pill and tell you that is to keep you up for the whole night for you to lime and party, and that's nonsense. No. I have some people offering children pills saying, well, when you're studying, use that one that will keep you up for the whole night so you could study. And that, no. Don't do that. Good morning to you, Festa, Kathleen, Cynthia, Betty. I see all of you on the live this morning. Remember to like and share the live, folks. And to our good friends out there in Carriacou, good morning to you. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else in the inbox. No, I'm not seeing anything else in the inbox there for the time being. Yeah?
Nothing they do will never defeat me.
Let's take this opportunity as well to offer our heartfelt condolences to the Honorable Peter David and his family on the loss of their father, Mr. Charles Lee David, an exemplary Grenadian citizen, a wonderful individual. Anyone who interacted with that gentleman can tell you that he was par excellence. Yeah? So to Pedro, as we call him, Pedro and your entire family, your brothers, everyone. Yeah, heartfelt condolences from the Hard Talk family to you, Pedro. Patrick, Koila, Paul.
Wake up and I ready. Must make it ever steady. Setting goals is necessary while they idling.
Good morning and condolences to all of you.
That's ready. Know which if they eyesight I say. I don't know why. Some will worry about that next man's stride. Try to match up our next man's life.
And it is a Friday. So we're just doing a weekend review, huh? As it is right now, the World Championships, they have started, huh? Remember, Karani James and Braylon Taplin, they'll be in action on Tuesday morning. The heats in the 400-meter men start at 9:35 on Tuesday morning, Grenada time. So we're looking forward to that one. So that's the heats. The semi-finals take place on Wednesday. And the final in the men's 400-meter takes place about 4:15 on Friday of next week.
Sending out good signals. Pay attention to your audience. Let your light shine. What's for you will be for you. With the real ones rooting for you.
So we're looking forward to that one, eh? Yeah. Lyndon Victor in the decathlon, he'll be starting in action on Wednesday. All through Wednesday, starting around 9:30 in the morning as well on Wednesday. And then he proceeds on to events. Every couple hours, he'll be having an event up until about 4 in the afternoon. We'll give you the specifics so you know which group he is in and when to look for him. Hopefully, GBN or MTV will be broadcasting. Anderson Peters, he will be starting in action the following Sunday, with the final taking place on the Monday in the men's javelin. A four-man team, a formidable four-man team, not just a four-man team, the formidable four, yeah. Out there in Qatar, representing Grenada, the World Athletic Championships 2019. Team Grenada flying the flag high out there all the way in Qatar. And folks, remember, it's coming up on the 27th of October. That's the convention of the new National Party. That'll be taking place in St. Patrick at the MacDonald College grounds, yeah? So you'll have the morning session. That's a closed session where the party discuss its business. We have our election of officers, etc., etc. And then the open session in the evening where you can come out and hear the speeches and so. Yes, we're not having a rally. Yeah, it will be an indoor session. And the entire thing is an indoor session, but we'll have the open and the closed session. So if you intend to come as an observer, you could contact your constituency representatives. They will give you whatever information you need so you can come in as a constituency observer or if you're a delegate, yeah? So members of the party, those of you with membership in the party, remember it's important that you pay your membership dues, huh? That's the only way for you to be a delegate or an observer. You must pay up your dues, have your dues paid up. So check with your constituency representatives. So you can check with the main office of the New National Party, 440-1875 or 440-1876. You can give a call, one of the lovely young ladies across there. Or one of the gentlemen, they'll answer the phone. That's 440-1876 or 1875. 1875 and 1876. So remember, October 27th, the convention of the new National Party. Yeah, and we could kind of like have a convention and think other people and them that just have to worry and all kind of thing, pull back last minute thing. Nah, we ain't in that. So folks, yeah, time to roll. Make sure contact your constituency representatives or give a call to the main office. Those of you who know you're usually delegates or so, or who are interested in being delegates, contact your constituency rep. So there's a specific number of delegates that you have per polling division and so. So you have to contact your constituency representative and organize for that. And even if you're not a delegate, you can be an observer. You can come along as an observer. And particularly for the evening session, yeah? The evening session, you'll see speeches by various ministers on what has been achieved thus far in their ministry and some of the things that will be coming up soon. In addition to that, of course, you'll have an address by our political leader. And remember, even the post of political leader is up for grabs on the 27th. So in case you have any more questions in relation to the convention, you can call 440-1875, 440-1876.
Before we head out, before we leave here, we have to yell out. I'm telling you nothing they do will never defeat me. We control your destiny. I'm telling you, take your hand and point it up in the ceiling for me, please. I'm telling you, rule number one, we don't come to take nothing from them. I'm telling you, happy people, music, look everybody chanting. I'm telling you, comfy people.
Yeah, in the St. David constituency, they're having a lime next week, Friday. That's going to be starting from 2 p.m. I think they're having a watch the Karani race thing, yeah. That's on October the 4th. On the menu, barbecue chicken, pork, fish. They have waters, they have bacon, fish cake, pig feet sauce, chicken and chips. And they're going to be having that out at the constituency office grounds. DJ Don Link is going to be around and the bar will be absolutely solid, yeah? Absolutely solid bar.
Bring down the power of love, I say. Bring down the power. The power of love, I say.
The phone number 440-7377.
Stop hell and damnation. Bring down the power. Love to heal a nation.
For those of you outside of Grenada, 347-329-3101. Good morning, Shemi. And good morning, Carla. Hope you all are having a fabulous morning this morning.
A wind of destruction is blowing over this land. And now the earth is trembling with.
So, folks, remember, Team Grenada is in action out there in Doha. We have a call on the line. Good morning.
Scott, how things?
Hey, I'm great, sir. I'm absolutely wonderful.
I like to address that. I think I heard evening and I heard two peers mentioning about when rain coming, some school others be wetting there. So I like to contact him there so so I'll go address that. If that is so, I don't know, because I find these days he playing a role like God for these days. So I don't know, but if you see that, you have to give me the benefit of it, but you go find out from him, we should and let him address that. Yeah, what about the secure man? I don't hear him for a little while.
Yes, secure day, man. I saw him up to on Friday. I saw him.
Yeah, okay. I don't hear him for a little while.
No, but
that time he take a little rest, man.
You don't know, but you see the thing is, the role he playing these days does have him a little tie up. He can't get a chance to call.
All right.
All right, man. But
I don't hear him for a little while, so I call.
All right, my brother.
All right, yeah.
All right, thank you. And folks, remember as well, this in Andrew Northeast Constituency Branch. They're having a fundraiser barbecue today. All right. Only $10. You can check them at the office there, man. Check them. Only $10. And today as well, starting at 6 p.m. in Kuma Junction, you have the Grand Bacalet Friday Lime. Good morning, dudes. Hey, Irvin, good morning to you. Minister Emlyn Pear, good morning to you. So the Grand Bacalet Friday Lime that is taking place today starting at 6 p.m. Yeah, enough food and drinks on sale.
So rejoice.
And that starts at 6 p.m. in Kuma Junction.
Come on.
So yes, Chris, the games have started, but Team Grenada starts in action on Tuesday. So remember, 9:35 Grenada time.
And let we move
Kirani James and Braylon Taplin,
them love.
they'll be competing in the men's 400-meter heats.
Stepping
That's next week, Tuesday.
with one direction.
Then, once they progress to Wednesday, the semifinals, that'll be a little after 1 in the afternoon. Then the finals will be taking place after 4 next week, Friday. We have a caller online. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheldon. How are you?
Hey, I'm quite fine, man. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm just calling to share some positive news. I just see that. I can't remember what the acronym stands for, but I just see they uploaded on Facebook. They're offering free waiter and waitresses courses between the ages of 18 to 30. So
18 to
if
30.
anybody's interested, they can maybe contact them on Facebook or call the number, whatever. I already shared it on my page, so I just letting you know something else for your inbox.
All right, man. Well, you had to throw it in the inbox.
Yes.
I'm going to check it out a while and get that information.
All right.
Okay, bro. Thanks. All right. Yes, indeed. And folks, yeah, there are a lot of opportunities that are coming up from time to time. I post them on my page and so on, and other folks, we try to post it on our page because, it's all about helping. It's all about helping because there may be somebody who's qualified. I know True Blue Bay was looking for folks just the other day. They were looking for a few different workers, and so I posted that information. So it's important that you check every now and again. Now, there's that thing up. So check every now and again. All right? Nice. Beautiful. 440-7377. And for those of you outside of Grenada, 347-329-3101.
Put a hand on the fire.
We say a special good morning to you, Devon.
Right
Get well soon, bro. Bala, good morning to you.
worship, greed, and vanity must bow. Unity is the banner, so come together. I say, and this love is for freedom, it growing stronger.
Now, I got to give you all some information in relation to a scam that's going around.
Love, I say.
So let me give you all the story. This morning, I received a message from a friend of mine that was urgently in search of 300 US. And they said that they need this 300 US because they are going to work on Princess Cruise Lines. So I hope some of the other people that calling and thinking, listening right now, or that you could pass this message on to them. So they said to me they're going to work on Princess Cruise Lines and they need 300 US urgently because the deadline for them to pay is on Monday. They must pay the 300 US by then so that all their documents, including their seafarer's visa and all of that, could be done so that they could go to work on the cruise ship. And they start to put together other stuff and so because they're going to work on this cruise ship. Folks, anybody from Princess Cruise Lines sending messages to you to send 300 US to them for them to register you and so on, do not send it. It is a scam. Yeah? So the individuals were speaking to this lady via WhatsApp. They have up a WhatsApp picture. You know me already. I take the number. I took the number and they have up a picture of two people that are working apparently on Princess Cruise Lines. One of them in the nice white uniform and the next man hooking them up like if he's the man that WhatsApping you and so. And they're saying that how they can get a job for you with Princess Cruise Lines. And they're asking you, they're plucky, you know. They're asking you what job, because I WhatsApp them. I took the number and I sent a WhatsApp to them and said I'm interested in a job. And they sent back a message to me that says, the company vacant posts on land and ship base for now. Account managers, auditing, finance managers, administrative and support services, company security, cleaners, customer service call center, human resources executive, drivers, store manager, sales executive, storekeeper, chef, etc., etc., etc. So they sent that to me and asked me which one of the jobs I want. Well, I play in the game. So I said, well, I could cook and I want to be a chef. So they sent further information to me. They said, have you registered under the, and I'm saying it just how they're saying it, because obviously from the time you start to see the messages coming back, with the English language not being used properly, you can tell from certain parts of what they're saying that this is a person whose first language is not English. These are people in Western Africa, generally, who are doing the scam. So they send a message to me, say, have you registered under the MSC, United States of America and Princess Cruises Agency before? That's not English speaker. Even people who speaking colloquially don't make those mistakes. So they say, have you registered under the MSC, United States of America and Princess Cruises Agency before? Then they asked me if I have a valid passport. I said yes. And then they asked me to send a picture of my valid passport to them. Folks, never, under any circumstance, take a picture of your passport and send for anybody. Because sooner rather than later, you might hear the FBI looking for you. Because some terrorist or some person, yes, Wingsy, that's the exact same people. Yeah, sooner rather than later, your passport information may be used to create a fake passport in your name with everything for you except your picture. So you have to be careful. You can't be crazy. So the first thing they asked me to do is send a picture of my passport. Well, I don't even have a passport. My passport expired a long time ago. But they asked me to send a picture of my passport. I wouldn't send it. So I use the excuse I can't send it. No. They jump from passport immediately in the conversation. They jump from passport. I want you to know that for you to come down here in USA to work Princess Cruise Ship, you are to register under United States of American MS Princess Cruise Ship Agency. But before that, can we talk about the salary the company will be paying you? So they jump from how to register and everything. They wanted a copy of my passport. Even if they don't get money from me and they get a copy of your passport, they have valuable information that they can use for other purposes because they have your date of birth. They have your date of birth and other information that's on your passport, your proper name, the exact spelling of your name. They can get what your signature is like. You giving that information to them. So they can take your passport, create a fake passport for somebody in another country under your name and go and withdraw money on using your name. Tell people send the money under Sheldon Scott name and then go and withdraw money using a document that looks like it's yours, but it's not yours. So you have to be careful. So these people, these Princess Cruise people, send us a message to me now. As for your salary, company will be paying you $3,000 per month, equivalent to the US program and minimum wage and a pocket fee of $200 weekly, which I suppose should be enough for your primary needs. And that does not include you to pay any taxes. After, when I see that you work very well, I shall increase your salary. Yeah? Then they go further. The registration fee will cost you $300. Are you ready so that I will refer you to the United States of American MS Princess Cruise Agency to start your processing on your traveling document for you to come down here USA to work with our company? even people who have spent a significant number of time in the United States and are not, English isn't their first language, they ain't speaking that bad. And come down here, they're trying to give you the impression that they are in the United States. United States is also in North America. So if you come down here, where you're coming from, Alaska? The North Pole? But come down here? Then they jump, are you ready to pay for your registration fee so that we can start your registration process immediately? And they take some time and they come back to me and they send the name Maureen Da Silva, New York, Glenmont, zip code 12077 USA, and ask me to send $300 to that account, to that person, using MoneyGram. So stupidity me now, supposed to go in MoneyGram this morning and send $300 to these people. And then they say, and you have to show the screenshot of the payment for confirmation so we can start your registration process immediately. Yeah? So I, stupidly, supposed to go and send that to them this morning. People who would already have my passport information could create a passport, like if they are me, and then go and withdraw the money. You understand how these folks are working? Now, for those of you, and look, they just messaged me now. While I'm speaking to you, the people messaged me back because I guaranteed them. I told them, yes, I'll go in and do that now. So they just messaged me, have you make payment for your registration? They want to know if to go and collect the $300. Yeah, they want to know. And the number that they're messaging from is 1-209-763-8883. That's one of the numbers they're using. Zingy, I see you send another number there. No, it's the same one, yeah. That number again. So folks, if you have any young person coming to you and they need a $200 quick, or they're trying to make up money because they're going on a cruise ship, talk to them. Because these people went so far as to send to my friend, they sent a video of a set of documents. Like if they're really Princess Cruise Line. So they actually took someone's passport and they copied the passport, made a photocopy at the top of the passport, the person's US visa and so. And they put that in with a set of other documents to make it look like, yeah, we can get this for you. Look at the documents. Then they went on YouTube and they find a video of some guys working in a kitchen and they sent it to them to give the impression that this is a truthful thing. These guys go above and beyond. They even created a fake airline ticket and sent the photo, a video actually, of a fake airline ticket to the individual. Yeah, and look there, look right now, they're in my inbox. Sending messages. Yeah? So folks, it is nothing more than a scam. Nothing more than a scam. Be careful. We have a caller.
Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
I ain't tolerating you on the program. I'm talking sensible thing here today. Yeah. So folks, it is nothing more than a scam. Do not send money to these individuals. Let me give you that number again. 1-209-763-8883. 8883. So if you see that number, someone is telling you to get in a work for you on a cruise ship and that's the number, don't go to it. There is a legitimate group of people here in Grenada that have been assisting and have assisted many young people so far to go on cruise ship. They operate in Willis, on the way to the waterfall there. They operate up there. For the life of me, I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. They do training. Many young people go up there and they do a training course with them. They teach you about the cruise ship and working on the cruise ship and everything. They do all of that. And on top of that, they work along with you to get placements for you on various cruise lines And they work along with you even down to getting the loan from the Grenada Development Bank that many people who are working on the cruise ships got to initially get their flight and all the other things sorted out. They do that as well. They help you with that. Yeah, they show you the process and the procedure to do all of that. So there's a legitimate company that does this that is operating out of Willis. Some legitimate people up there. But you're seeing things because, folks, there are other ones that they circulate on Facebook and so as well. They're circulating another one that's speaking about getting jobs in Canada. Yeah? The Canadian Farm Labour Support Program usually works through the Ministry of Labour here. There's a specific procedure and it goes through the Ministry of Labour here. Don't trust anybody on Facebook putting up this thing about they're looking for apple pickers and things, because a lot of people lose money like that here already, sending hundreds of US to these people. Because they would, if they were able to get me to send that first 300 US, after you send the first 300 US, they come in after you again for more, because they realize, well, a whole one. So they're coming after you to try and get more and more and more money off of you. Yeah, so you have to be careful. You have to be careful. They are legitimate. If you want to double check it, find me. Find me online, message me, whatever. Those of you that have my number, contact me. Yeah, and I could verify whether it's truthful or not for you. 99.9% of the time, those things that you see on Facebook in relation to, well, not even 99, 100% of the time, unless it comes from the Ministry of Labour, the government of Grenada, 100% of the time, those things you see on Facebook and other social media about jobs in Canada are fake. It's an industry that's operating out of Western Africa. This is an industry. These folks are out there and they know if they hold 10 people, doesn't have to be 10 Grenadians, if they hold 10 people, 300 US for the week, they have 3,000 US that they have made for the week simply by sitting down behind a phone and WhatsApping people. And they have people with fake documents that go to Western Union and collect this money for them. Or they've also made fake profiles and they have people in the United States who think that they have this boyfriend or girlfriend that they're talking to all the time online that is living somewhere in Europe and so on and is going to come. And that person will say, well, somebody's sending some money there for me. Can you collect it and buy this for me and send it to me here? Or I'm doing a job with some people in this village in Africa. Can you send that over to there for me, please? Or tell the person, put the money together and send all of it. If 10 people send money. Sometimes they might be able to get 10 people in one day, so they could make as much as 3,000 US doing this scam in one day. So you have to be careful. Because here it is again that I had to stop somebody that was basically going to be going within the next 72 hours, was going to be sending 300 US to these scamsters. Yeah? So you have to be careful, please. All right, folks? Just thought it important that I let you all know about that one. So no Princess Cruise Lines hiring no people via WhatsApp. Do not send your passport to anybody. Yeah? If you're applying for a visa from the United States of America or Canada, you have to go with your passport, or you have to put it FedEx and send it to them. Right. So why these people want to see your passport for? What they need your passport? They are going to they're going to remove your picture digitally and place a picture of somebody else. Or if they have someone that looks close enough to you, they're going to use that person and create a passport that looks everything like yours, and that person could do whatever crime, terrorism, whatever, and you are the one that's going to get blamed. Next thing, you're trying to enter the United States and your name on a watch list. And you wondering what you do. It wasn't you, but your passport do it though. Your passport, your ID card, your banking information, your date of birth, send nothing to them. So if you folks know anyone that is speaking about they heading on a cruise ship just now with Princess Lines, please, hopefully they haven't sent the money yet. And you know, these folks have become so sophisticated, even though they can't speak the English language properly, that they have sent and told me that if when I go to send the money by MoneyGram, they give me any problems. Let me tell you, if any questions at the MoneyGram, you tell them for family reasons so your payment can be confirmed quick. They know very well that the staff at MoneyGram and at Western Union are going to ask the question, do you know who you're sending this money to? And they're going to ask certain questions to see if you're being caught by a scam. So they're trying to make it easier for you now to send the money to them. So they're saying if they ask you any questions, you tell them for family reasons so that the payment could be made quick. But everybody knows if I stand up now and send money through MoneyGram, within a minute, the person on the other end, once they see the confirmation come up on the computer there, because it's digital, it's not like you had to make a phone call and all this thing, it's digital. That person could be waiting in MoneyGram on the other side and collect. So why do I have to tell them that for quick payment? Yeah? And they're still messaging to find out if I make the payment, up to now. They're still messaging to find out if I make the payment. There they go wait. So folks, be careful with that. Be very careful with that. I'll tell them something out of the way just now. All right. And I'll put up that number and all the information on Facebook in a while. So hopefully many of you will be able to share it and give the information to others so that they can be careful. I don't believe people still being caught with these scams. Pretty sure if I go in my spam box, because I can't reach my inbox, but if I go into my spam box right now, pretty sure I have about 12 of them there right now, waiting with all kind of proposals. They have a lot of money that they're looking to get rid of. Yeah, you see, oh yeah, look, good day, dear beneficiary, it's been a long, Euro millions, I win a million euros and thing day. Let me see, this one is from Southern Cameroon. And then to have another one here, I saving up to £3,000. And I win another set of money, but I'm real lucky. So they're coming at you on email. They're coming at you via WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. They even hire people to answer calls. They would give a separate number to the one they have, and they hire people to take your calls and so on. So the phone number 440-7377. It's now 34 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock, heading up to the 12 o'clock hour. Yes, indeed, folks. Remember, it's coming up, the convention of the new National Party. I want to personally tying up my phone line and not answering call from you, sir.
Yes, will fall. I've been made and sealed with love, but time to battle, I'll find them all.
Me say a special good morning to you, Cammy. Hope you're having a wonderful day today.
Has been forged by my father's flames. Fight your fears and heal your pain, and victory will be in your name.
I used to be weak, but I'm not weak no more.
Also, Bull, good morning. Mommy George, Miss Noriega, Miss Clytie, Miss Bernice.
I used to be frightened.
Nenny, I ain't hearing you, you know.
I'm not afraid no more. The Father bless me with the heart of
Anti-root. Anti-myrtle.
So no weapon that form
Good morning to all of you.
shall not prevail. And no man that rise against us, that war they shall never win. 'Cause I will conquer, oh I will conquer, yes I will conquer them. Come on, let's conquer, oh I will conquer, rise up and conquer them. Tell them no retreat, no surrender. I shall fight till the end of years. I was born as a Makai warrior.
Yeah, I also have some other information here that I think we need to take a significant look at. Huh?
Sing as I wake up, King David turns Sam to the brain. Don't let your courage go down, keep it up. And if your heart rip up and stitch it up,
It is specific to alcohol consumption among youth.
don't take the devil contract, rip it up. And if your bad mind people to go meet it up, pass me the Congo drum and let me beat it up. God on my side, me no give it up. So no weapon that form against us shall not prevail.
And it's saying here there's heavy drinking between the population 15 years plus 25%, and between the age 15 to 19 years, 20.1%.
Yes, I will conquer them.
That's significant.
Good morning, Brother Sheldon.
Good morning.
Morning, Brother Sheldon. Yeah, Brother Sheldon. Brother Sheldon, I want to say, I want to wish the four Grenada athletes that will partake in that World Game in Doha. In Doha, taking place wherever taking place. I want to wish them great success, and they will make Grenada proud. Because we Grenada people are 100% behind them, and we know that they will bring back gold for us to make us proud again. So I think Grenada people to let us be behind them, support them. They don't only support them with the mouth, support them where we could support them. They need our support. If we don't bring a goal, but we're partaking, they make us proud also. So I want to say congratulations to our four brothers that we partaking in that sports.
Okay.
And Brother Sheldon, I want to wish the Honorable Peter David, I want to sympathize with him for the loss of his father. There is a time as that, it's not an easy time. And when he had to say death is a must, but when he comes, it always be a sad time. So I want to say to Honorable Peter David, be strong. To his brother, be strong. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
There are appointed time to die, there are appointed time to born. But when the time reach and someone dies, it will always be a sad time. So I want to encourage him to be strong. Brother Sheldon, you want to say God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's never an easy one when you lose a loved one, huh? Sustain you all, yeah. And the types of alcoholic beverages. Spirits, so that's 48%, beer 41%, wine 7%, and other 4%. Adolescent drinking can impair brain function and development, disrupt social relationships, and negatively affect school performance. Early initiation of alcohol is linked to the development of alcohol and drug dependence, antisocial behavior, and depression in adulthood.
No surrender. I shall fight till the end of years.
The above-mentioned data is alarming and requires appropriate responses. One such response was the revision of the National Schools Policy on Drugs, which was just reviewed for 2018 to 2023. According to the policy, the Ministry of Education, inter alia, prohibits the possession and sale of alcoholic beverages at school functions. This provision seeks to reduce accessibility and availability of alcohol among students.
God on my side, me no give it up, no.
So it's not just saying there's a problem, it's taking immediate action to deal with it. This revised policy is among strategies by Grenada to reduce availability of alcohol, reduce negative consequences of drinking and alcoholic intoxication, and a demonstration of leadership, awareness, and commitment in regards to actions taken on alcohol consumption. These strategies are among the 10 areas for national action identified by the WHO, World Health Organization, as part of the global action regarding alcohol.
Thank you, Father. I want to say thank you, Lord.
Yes, so prevalence of heavy drinking among persons 15 to 19 years at 20.1%.
Thank you.
And among the population, 15 years plus 25.2%.
Quiet whispers and you heal my broken heart.
And episodic heavy drinking means that on the weekend you go and you lime in an area and you drink a few beers and that kind of thing, huh?
Begotten son, but we give him the wound of love. Send down your warriors with the hello. We carry down to the end of days. No matter how the devil try trick me.
Wait, what do you mean send TT for the people, man? I ain't even sending TT for them. That's still money.
See the high tide rage. Without you, there is no other.
Hey, Keisha, how you doing? Daryl, good morning. I have roughly 20 minutes remaining on today's program.
Because I will conquer. Oh, I will conquer. Yes, I will conquer. Come on, let's conquer.
I should be receiving some information soon in relation to the cruise ship schedule. I think the first ship is coming in. I don't think it's this Sunday. I think it's the following Sunday the first ship should be coming in.
Me that I cannot make.
Yeah, I believe that is when that should be coming in. Yeah, and folks, we have to remember as well the various consultations that are taking place in relation to the National Health Insurance. And as such, it's important for me to continue to give you information in relation to the National Health Insurance, which is what I'm going to do right now.
Hello and welcome to another informative production on National Health Insurance. I am Abigail McIntyre, Communications Officer with the National Health Insurance Secretariat. As we continue to share more on what a National Health Insurance program is all about, today we will focus on how an NHI works. It's important to understand that a National Health Insurance program is designed to enable each beneficiary access to quality healthcare services. It encourages a healthier nation and it expands primary healthcare services by ensuring all beneficiaries have access to a health provider at a convenient location and at the time they require it. I know what you're thinking. This NHI sure sounds like a social program. Well, truth be told, the work of an NHI may be that of a social program, but it is principally a health financing mechanism, meaning it deals with the cost aspect of health care. I urge you to pay attention to the next 2 minutes as I seek to explain how an NHI takes care of the cost aspect of accessing health services. Firstly, under the NHI program, beneficiaries will be entitled to access a basket of services, which includes health care services, medications, and other supplies. We will discuss this further in a subsequent program. To guarantee access to this basket of services, the NHI office will negotiate, sign contracts with, and register healthcare providers, such as doctors, other service providers like pharmacies, and those who offer laboratory and imaging services, etc. Once this is done, all beneficiaries, whether baby or elderly, man or woman, employed or unemployed, including the disabled, will receive care. Under an NHI program, after receiving care, your doctor or service provider will send a claim to the NHI office, and the office will handle payments to your doctor or service provider. This is the kind of health financing mechanism that will be made available to all beneficiaries once the National Health Insurance Program begins. We hope this short production gave you a better insight into the different aspects of a national health insurance. For more information, contact the Secretariat on telephone number 439-6447 or email us at info@nhigrenada.org. You can also look us up on Facebook, National Health Insurance Secretariat Grenada. Don't forget to like our page. Look out for our next production as we continue to enlighten you on what a national health insurance program is all about. I am Abigail McIntyre saying thank you for listening and do join us again next time.
If you want to stay married, divorce speed. Never drink and drive. After whiskey, driving is risky. A message from the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force.
Morning. You can sit down anywhere you want. Good morning and welcome. Feel free to have a seat at any of the available tables. I'll bring a menu to you shortly.
If you had to choose between great customer service and not so good customer service, which one will you choose? Remember, tourism is everybody's business.
Ooh, yeah. I am stuck between a rock and a hard place in this modern time. God gave us a gift, we brain and we cranium, still He gave us a mind. Think about positive endeavors to make we life rise up. But some people that I know thinking so low, they brain living in the dust because they would see it on the name of a brother with malice intention.
Yes, indeed.
When instead they could be uplifting a sister for life progression. It is so hard now when a man turn a big man and still didn't grow. But the reason they procrastinate and gossip is because their mind is poor. So I say poor mind will gossip. Illiteracy, simple mind.
Yes, indeed. And Grenada has been awarded for its work on climate change. I missed that one in the inbox. Grenada has received an award for the Monaco Better World Forum for its leadership in responding to climate change. The award was presented to Senator Simon Steele, Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment, Forestry, Fisheries and Information during a gala award ceremony and dinner in New York this week.
For sure, my friends, you are in control.
In presenting the award, the Monaco Better World Forum noted Grenada's efforts in establishing the Caribbean as the world's first climate-smart zone,
You sit in a state of
and its innovation in developing the innovative Climate Smart Cities program.
you should know.
The Monaco Better World Forum has also pledged to work with Grenada to source funds to implement its ambitious initiative. Minister Steele, in accepting the award, welcomed the offer of assistance for Grenada in its ambitious pursuit. He noted too that many challenges facing small island developing states as a result of climate change and the increasingly urgent need for global partners to support climate change mitigation and adaptation initiatives.
Will gossip. Illiteracy, simple mind. Talk about places that they could
So Grenada being awarded in relation to its stance on climate change.
events and personalities, but wouldn't mind speak about ideas and great mind speaks philosophy. Instead of vision, a lot of people live in dreams and love to expatiate. They love to talk about man-made creation, so their life is on wit. Most of their thoughts is based on fiction and not reality. So I wrote this song to let them know they must change their mentality. You spend all your time with your mind being carnal and does not have a clue, creating a sense of hopelessness and still don't believe.
Yes, and we're closing off the week.
Really don't know how to uplift your standard. Man, only wasting time. I know.
Remember the Lime and Kuma Junction
Friends, ordinary mind.
starts at 6 p.m.
Mind will gossip.
St. Andrew Northeast, they have that barbecue starting at 2 p.m.
Mind talk about places that they
St. David will be next week, Friday.
ordinary mind. Talk about events and person.
Then you have the convention of the new National Party coming up
Speak about ideas. A great mind speaks philosophy.
on the 27th, 27th of October.
Mind to be good and one day be great. That is why you could never get me to sit and procrastinate. Something needs to be done. I will get up and do it.
So this week we've seen several things. We've seen the awarding of the young men who dived into action, literally dove into action, with the bus incident last week. Under the front page of the newspapers is going to focus on the positive aspect of the story, that these young men in general, these people are heroes for what they have done and so. Or if it's going to be buried in the newspaper and you're going to see the front page covered in negative stories. I wonder if that's what we're encouraging. So in other words, to get there, something had to be wrong or some negative thing. You do something positive and you're making the front.
Places that they could never be. Ordinary mind talk about events and personalities, but good mind speak about ideas. A great mind speaks philosophy.
Cancer spares no one. It touches the rich and the poor, the young and the old, men, women, and children. Remember, old or young, cancer can strike you down. Get checked today. A message from the Grenada Cancer Society and this station.
Hey Dre, good morning to you, bro. Hope everything is going. You and Sislin, good morning to you. I hope everything is going okay for you all. Yes, indeed. Yes, Sislin, you're missing out.
Education could never be the key.
Cousin Christine, morning. Into the final few minutes of today's program.
Mighty sparrow, mighty sparrow.
When we're back on Monday, it's going to be a new month. This is our final program for September. I know that a lot of them wish that was the final program overall. Eh? They go stay and wait. Fight up, Popo, fight up.
We have some schoolgirls in this country. How to prove education is the key. But if education was the key, they would have taken the blinking school work.
Yeah, I'll follow up on the World Championships when I'm done, man, Chris.
Like Dr. Dowa, Cheetah Jay-Z, instead of flaunting the promised land, trying to be.
Oh, sorry, Christine. Good afternoon for you. Yeah, you're on the other side of the pond, okay? You could have tell me you're going, girl. Oh, you so?
Nobody could convince me that education is the key.
So who bringing me by Washington Grave? AA.
And BBC, she going and Paris. Tell she for me.
Who bringing me by Washington Grave when you're over there? Or you're coming back?
And it was spot a school tie on a bus going for Judy. Just say, sweetie, education is not the key.
Folks, we're going to wrap it right here.
Maybe I have it wrong, but
yep, indeed. Oh, Cousin Caitlin, nice.
Well, I don't know, man, I don't know why this stupid song playing on radio station, Sparrow telling we quite insultingly without CXC we stand a chance in society, but I know for sure book make after sense and subjects not intelligence.
Yes, indeed, folks. As I say, we're going to end it right here today. In whatever you say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you. And definitely not about you as in the past tense. My name is Sheldon Scott. I'm out of here. Be back again, God's willing, on Monday with more hard talk.
Instead of posing and Blackberry, spreading legs and wings more than KFC. Boy, after I see school teacher eating them children curry, and nobody could convince me that education is the key. So if you see a young lady and she teacher in Galaxy, tell she for me education is not the key. They
They on the beach, but they not doing physics nor geography. Just say, sweetie, education is not the key. Education. Maybe I have it wrong, but the key can be education.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new national party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.